Welcome to the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. Brought to you by PlayNFC.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the High Stakes Fantasy Network. We've got another live stream tonight. I think there's NFFC live streams every single night. You don't even need YouTube TV. You don't need DirecTV. You just got to watch the live streams. Tonight, I get to do one with NFFC Hall of Famer Billy Wasosky. We're doing a Footballguys Online Championship, $300,000 grand prize. Billy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. We'll see. I've picked from the middle a lot, so this one's going to be a little challenging. You got good players to the left and the right, so it's going to be definitely a little different than some of the ones I've been in. But I got some things I want to do here. So,
Billy, we've been doing this for 23 years together. You joined us in 2004. We were in a 14-team only leagues, a classic. We've always wanted to build the audience, get more players into it. This is a crazy time. I mean, we have never had this many drafts this early in the off season. Yeah. I can remember when we just did the classic, August 1st would come and I'd have like 110 signups. We're shooting for 360 or whatever. So stressful. Now we're doing online championships 3, 4, 5 a day. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great. I do have a job in here that I have to keep in mind. I get very little sleep in the fall. That's where I have to sacrifice. But if I was retired and didn't have to work, I'd be doing way more of these because they're fun, they're addicting, and it's just a great time. It's just a great thing to get involved in.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about this. The boards change every day, right? Like, I mean, you're doing a bunch of them, but every day they change. We just had a signing of Debo now with the 49ers. Yep. Pearsall's hurt. Things are going to change there. We saw Nabers running when we thought he was hurting. He was going 52nd in online championships. Now he's going like in the 3rd round. I mean, it just changes every day, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, the Nabers thing, I miscalculated that one. I thought it would be I thought I was going to go the other direction where he was going to end up on the pup and, he'd fall to the 5th, maybe even 6th round because he was falling to the 5th a couple times. Yeah. But, so.
Well, I was off on Nabers too. I was saying early in the season, I mean, not only did he have the ACL, he had other ligament damage there. And I don't want to draft guys who are already hurt, right? And I get it. In weeks 15, 16, and 17, he could be the difference maker, but you still got to get to the championship round. And so for a while, I don't want him. But, boy, looking yesterday, he was cutting and stuff. But we'll see, right? He hasn't played a game yet. He hasn't done back-to-back practices and stuff. So things can change pretty quickly, right?
I'd like to see him go over the middle, high pass. He's got to jump for it. And when he comes down, how he reacts to that. I think you could catch a pass going across the middle pretty smooth. Like the footwork looked great. But, again, when you're jumping and you're coming back down on a little thing. So.
Well, I like to say, too, he's still on that same stadium turf, right? I know they changed it to grass for the World Cup, but he's still playing on that crappy AstroTurf. So,
that doesn't help. That doesn't help.
Yeah, no, he's definitely injury prone for sure. All right, so what draft spot you got tonight? This is a loaded league. I don't know why they all want to play against you, but this is a loaded league.
Well, I'm offering a lot of the guys that are in here, I'm sure that's fine. So last year, if you remember, Greg, I did this and I offered a free gladiator for anybody to beat me through 14 weeks in points, and nobody did. So I said, I'm throwing it out there again. I won that league. But I got a feeling this might, it might come down here, but that's okay.
I like it. Putting your money where your mouth is. Nobody's going to beat you, right?
Why not?
I like it. All right, what pick do you have?
I'm 8. I'm at the 8 hole. So, and I've picked there quite a bit this year. My KDS has not been great for me. I'm hoping that starts turning around, especially towards prime time season.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what are you doing with your KDS as we get started here?
Since I haven't had a lot of, at the front picks, I'll go 1 to 4 sometimes. Yeah. And then I'll play around. I've at the very beginning, I had a lot at the back. I did a lot from the 10, 11, 12 range. But I've had a lot from the middle, and that's fine. I'm pretty well versed there. So, but I've been basically doing the ends, but I keep getting the middle. I mean, this is crazy. This is my 24th of these, and I've been picked 12th out of the hat 8 times.
Holy cow!
Yes,
Hey,
1/3.
odds are going to be in your favor when you get to the prime time,
I sure
right?
hope so. I sure hope so.
There you
go.
Hope so. All right, we start out with Gibbs. He seems to be the consensus number one all of a sudden. They were going back and forth, but even in auctions, Gibbs is. And then Robinson, Bijan is next, Jamar Chase. And usually it's Puka right here at 4. We'll see what 4 comes up with, but it's usually Puka. Yeah, here we go. There you go, Puka. So I think, like Nelson was saying the same thing this morning. He wants 1 through 4, goes back to 12. Do you do the same or what?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing 1 to 4. I've not got the 5 yet at all. I've got this, or I did a draft with Willie last night. We got the 5. I've got the 6 a few times. I haven't got the 7, but I've got the 8 a ton. I think I've got the 8 like 9 times now, or 6, 7 times now. It's crazy. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm pretty comfortable here where I'm at. So this went exactly the way I thought it would go.
Genti goes up to 7, huh?
Yeah, this is, I mean, those first 7, maybe not the St. Brown a bit ahead of JSN, but those were the first 7 I figured. And this is what I'm going to do with this pick. Don't have a ton of him. I do like him. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. There
you go. Start out with James Cook. He's been very popular and certainly got a good chance to put up big numbers there in that Bills offense. Sure. Hopefully the passing game's a little bit better with DJ Moore there. We'll see. But Cook is goal line threat. Even when Josh Allen takes it in there, Cook is still a dynamite player for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Steve says, yeah, you've been picking me apart. There you go. All right. We're going to get some other guys on here. I got some in the studio here. So, anybody want to join us? Come join us. Matt, get that camera working. We want to get you on here. All right.
Yeah, we got some hitters in this one tonight.
Yeah. This is a 12-team, 20-round draft. Entry fee is $350. It's called the Footballguys Online Championship. We'll kind of cover up our face here just to give you a little bit more information. But this uses 3rd-round reversal. And that means 1 to 12, 12 to 1. Then we go back 12 to 1 to start round 12. And Billy, we had a meeting today. We had a Zoom meeting with the legacy owners. Those are guys that are going to join the $100,000 entry fee league. That's right. We've got 12 owners at $100,000 each. Going to do it live at the Circa. So I wanted to get everyone together to talk about the rules because it's their league. I want them to decide what they want to do. And we were going to do FFWC rules, but we're going to kind of do 3rd-round reversal. And a lot of guys said, don't mix it, right? Either you're doing FFWC rules or you're doing NFFC rules. And we chose NFFC rules because of 3rd-round reversal. I think everybody, I mean, it was unanimous, wanted 3rd-round reversal because that just balances every draft spot. So people have asked me, Greg, will you ever go away from that? I say not as long as I'm running this corporation, that's for sure. But that proved to me that the players really want 3rd-round reversal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it was all started because of LT and that monster season he's had. And, you know, let's be fair, you know, Gibbs or Bijan could – it's possible they could just duplicate that. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that one of those two just goes bananas this year. And, you know, and like we've always said this, if you get 1 in 24, to get 25 is kind of criminal. Like,
right. That's the last thing team one needs is the first pick in round 3, right? He's already got an advantage. So I think 3rd-round reversal is the way to go. We definitely will keep it. We did it back then because we had 14-team leagues. Billy won his league title from the 14 spot. I swear to God, you were the only one who won it from the 14 spot.
Oh, really? That first year?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hell, that was crazy. I just remember getting my spot, and I was like, oh, my gosh, you got to be kidding me. There's no reversal. But I ended up getting Joe Horn that year, and that was the year he just busted. He had his career year, and I got Antonio Gates in the 11th round, and it all worked out. So.
Second year of doing that after the first year, because like you say, 14 and 13 were kind of tough. I would announce the picks on the message boards, right? Tom and I were so excited. We'd post them on there. There were so many people on the message boards that would freeze up. And then I would get phone calls. Hey, hello, it's Greg. Hey, I got the 14th pick. I got no chance of winning. You bastard. I was like, holy cripes, we haven't even played yet. All right. What are we doing with the Cook pick here?
Well, this is where I knew this was going to happen, and I gotta make a decision here.
All right, you better think it through.
No, it's fine. I know it's one player or the other. But I think I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to pull a guy up. He's not really pulled up that much because he's gone earlier than this. Thanks to one of the people that are in this draft, and because I'm not totally comfortable starting running back tonight just with this. So I am going to pull Mr. Ibuka up.
We were talking about him. He went 25th today, and he's been going in the second round. Nelson, I know, likes him an awful lot, but yeah, he's a hot pick, definitely. What happened in the first half of the season was phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Then what kind of happened to him in the second half? Or what happened to the Bucks in the second half?
Well, he got injured. He had an injury, and then Baker he wasn't right for the last
No, he was
7 weeks of the season. Sure. He was terrible. So yeah. So yeah, if everything's clicking, Baker wants that new contract. They don't want to give it to him. You got to like it when guys are pissed off and they maybe play for something. So yeah, I don't have a ton of him either. I have a decent amount, but always want to add more. I think tonight's the night to do it because I just didn't want to get caught with two running backs. Barkley was who I would have taken there. So
all right, interesting first round here. Chase Brown goes at 9. Then we got CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown goes in the first round. Christian McCaffrey drops to 14. Have we seen that at all or very often?
Yes, we have seen that. I think he went as late as, I want to say he's went as late as 15 or 16.
All right.
But the other news is Jonathan Taylor falling on the team in the second one.
Well, I mean, these running backs, okay, McCaffrey, I'm looking the last 2 weeks. The lowest he's gone in the last 2 weeks is 11. All right, 11. Jonathan Taylor, the lowest he's gone is 16th. We got Omarion Hampton, the lowest he's gone 18, so not the worst. But Hampton going at 13, 14, 15, 16. McCaffrey going at 14. Taylor going at 20th. Those are interesting running backs here.
Absolutely.
George Pickens going at 17.
Yeah, that was a little early. I think we can see what Michael Gamberg's doing there.
Yep. Very interesting. All right, if anybody wants to jump on the studio with us, we're waiting for you, Matt. We'd love to have you on as well. Love to see some of the roster builds here and then talk to you about it. So jump on in the studio. I've emailed everybody the studio link. Just click it, stop and jump in the studio, and away we go.
That's nice for Spiteri. That's a nice pick there.
At pick 2?
23. Yeah, 23. That's nice.
Bijan and Bowers, not a bad start at all. All right, like I say, we go back to to pick 12 to start round 3. Achan going to 24th pick. Billy, I know you were on him an awful lot last year. What are your thoughts on him this year with that offense that's kind of questionable right now?
Kind of is being nice.
Could be the worst team in football this year, right?
Yeah, it could be really rough.
There goes Malik.
That offense could be really rough this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's talented. There's no doubt about it. And you can look at it both ways. You can say, oh, he's going to get the ball a ton. They're just going to feed him. He's not the biggest guy in the world. He did stay healthy last year. But I guess my biggest thing is he had a quarterback who basically checked down all the time, where Malik Willis is probably going to take off and run. So
right.
That's the difference. So if those catches come down by 20%, it's going to really put a ding in him for sure.
Yeah. No, Malik Willis can do that, right? He can put it down and just take off running. He did that with the Packers last year. Malik Nabers goes 25th overall. We won't talk about. We'll let you make your pick beforehand, but Nabers is the interesting run, right? I said he had gone as low as 52. Let's see if I can find what his ADP the last 2 weeks has been. Keep scrolling. 40th. So his 40th, he goes 25th right here, all because we saw him run in practice this week. But he looked healthy, and that's the key, right? That offense should be much better with Jackson Dart. If Cam Scadaboo's healthy, I mean, that should be a very good offense. We just see
so he made my pick for me.
Team 9, there you go. 3 running backs in a row.
That was my fear, is if I started 2 running backs that Henry would be the best player on the board, and I really didn't want to start with 3. But I get it. I understand why he did. But, to me, there's one really good receiver left here, Chris Olave.
Yep.
Just got paid. So
just got paid. Yep, definitely. All right. Good start here. Got the stud running back and got 2 good wide receivers, so it's a good build to start out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Every draft seems to be different. We haven't seen Jonathan Taylor this low. McCaffrey dropping, Hampton dropping. Interesting roster builds here. Team 9 with 3 running backs to start out. We had 3 teams that started out with 2 wide receivers. Teams 3, 10, and 12. 10 and 12 going with 3 wide receivers. The roster builds are always interesting, and that's what we like to look for on the live stream here tonight. So drop your comments if you want. I'll make sure that get everybody's comments on the board here. There we go. That's what I get for getting off of there. Yeah, Debo is back. Debo's back with the 49ers. Just saw that. Interesting, definitely about that. Let's see here. Derek, you're in here again. Love it. Jody's diving into football again here. Good to see Jody jumping into some online championships. Yeah. Bauer's dropping to 23, though. This morning, or was it this afternoon on the Alan Seslowski's live stream, Bowers and McBride went right next to each other, I think at 16 and 17. There you go. McBride goes in the middle of the 3rd round there.
Yeah, the receivers are little jumbled, little different than normal on a lot of these, which is great. It's fun to mix it up a little bit. You know, it becomes the same thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the receiver like McLaurin, I haven't seen him go that early, which is fine. You know, I think he's going to be very good. But the receiver, you can clearly see the 3rd round is definitely a wide receiver round.
Yeah,
even the start of the 4th. It'll be interesting to see what these teams do with the heavy receiver builds because you know when you have a bunch of people doing it, it kind of loses its luster a little bit. No, I mean seriously, back in the day when one person did it, you could clean house, but now it's become more of a people do that all the time, and it's like it kind of dilutes it a little bit. But
well, I think you have to look. I mean, there's only 12 running backs taken, right? There's only one running back taken from pick 24 here to where we at 40 something, right? So here you go, Javonte Williams. Those top 12 running backs are going, and then it slides. You know what? There's productive running backs in rounds 5 and 6. We know that. So you can certainly start out with 4 wide receivers and still put together a good running back 1 and 2. So
absolutely.
Yeah. No, interesting here. We got team 3 with 4 wide receivers right now. Christian Watson, my man in Green Bay, moving on up. Pick 39 there. Like to see that. Mike Evans at 38. There goes Cam Scadaboo's even moving up a bit. I saw he's been going right around 48, the 4-5 turn. But I guess there's a lot of love with the Giants all of a sudden here. There goes DJ Moore. And
so I'm going to take a guy who I don't have myself. Willie and I have him. I think that I don't know if this is his all-time low or not. It's got to be close. But I know there's talk. Algier's getting the carries and all, but I'm going to bet on the talent. I'll take Jeremiah Love here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's fallen in this one for sure.
Yeah, that's really late for him. At 4.8 is pretty.
Jeremiah Love. The last 2 weeks, 41 is his lowest. So what's that, 40?
Pick 5.
44? Right? Yeah, 44.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, again, we're talking about offenses that stink. This is a team that could get behind an awful lot. So could be a lot of good garbage time love there for Love. And Brissett's back at quarterback. So that's a positive, right?
It is. And I mean, I just think he's a talent. There's no denying that. And then he's a great receiver. So I think he's going to get a lot of dump offs.
Yep.
Probably some design plays. They have a great schedule in the playoffs. If you can get there, if he can get there and they can get there.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can get there and they can get there, you know, he's got a really nice last 3 weeks. So we'll see. I mean, it's pretty far for him to fall. So
yeah, definitely. Is there any concern with the other backs that are there? I mean, Algier they signed. Connor is still there, isn't he? I gotta believe they're going to trade him.
I mean, I love James Conner. I've always been a fan. He actually went to the high school. I wasn't there at the same time as him, much older than him, obviously. But he was there. He went to the high school right next to where my high school was. So, but Pittsburgh Steeler, the leukemia, and he came back, and everybody, great story.
Yep.
But I think he's past his time. So
Yeah.
I don't think they'll release him just because of who he is.
Yep.
But
there's talk like the Packers could use a veteran like him right now, right? So we'll see. What's the settings for this draft? Again, 12 teams, 20 rounds, third round reversal. Start 10 players each week, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 team defense, 1 team kicker. Team defense, team kicker. We're never changing that again. Certainly the kickers. We're going to keep it. I don't even know who the individual kickers are anymore. So just give me the team kicker.
I don't either. I know, Aubrey and Dicker and Fairbairn, the big guys, but I couldn't tell you. I don't even know the Saints kicker's name. But he's good. I know he's from like Ireland. He's from a different country, but he's very good. But I couldn't tell you his name, and it doesn't really matter. That's a great fall for Breece Hall there. I mean, I would have, if Love would have gone, I was going to take Breece.
Yep. All right. Billy's not wearing his Lucky Steelers jersey tonight. That's right.
No, not tonight.
Yeah, there you go. That's Derek answers 3R. There you go. Start 1 QB, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 flex, 1 defense. There you go. PPR scoring. Actually, 6 points per passing touchdown. Or 6 points per passing touchdown. There you go. Paul knows. There we go. All right. Yeah, Breece Hall at 48. That's another. We got some, at least in the last 2 weeks. Heck, we haven't seen a quarterback yet, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, people are waiting, and I mean,
I know
it's I mean, the receivers. This is as heavy of a receiver draft as I've seen so far.
Yeah. Now Breece has gone as low as 51 in the last 2 weeks, but that's still pretty good. There's a quarterback that's ADP is at 37. So there he goes. Josh Allen at 49. His ADP is 37, the lowest he's gone the last 2 weeks. He has gone as low as 58. People are waiting on quarterbacks, right? I mean, we know that. That's not giving anything away, but they definitely are waiting on quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Josh is Josh. We know that. He's the number one. There's zero question. I don't think I've seen – I'm pretty sure he's gone number one quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
But, when you can get some of these other guys 4 or 5 rounds later, and they're not going to be Josh Allen, but if they're even close, it makes sense. But I understand 5th round. I totally get it.
Yep. Are you in on Loveland this year?
I am. I don't have a lot of them. I have a lot of them on the teams I paired up with, and we've been in that area right there in the back. And get him 4th or 5th round. I am in on Loveland. I think he's very talented. Definitely could be in on him.
You were in on with Will when he took Bowers in round 2, and then at the end of round 4, I think you guys took Loveland, right?
That wasn't me. That was Greg, our partner, our buddy Greg was with him.
Okay.
I was watching that one, so it shocked me.
You cringed, or you agreed with it?
No, I didn't think it was bad. People were like blasting him for it, and I'm like, you know what? If you get let's say Loveland scores 230 points, that's a 230 point receiver, or like a flex. That's you're gonna beat everybody at the flex with that.
Right. Yeah. No, he's definitely putting him at flex. Gives him a little less flexibility if he's got a 3rd good running back, right, or 4th good wide receiver. All right, you are up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna hedge with this one. I think. I'm going to hedge with this one. I've got a lot more of his teammate, but this one's he fell kind of far there. Yep. So I think he's a nice, flex and everything.
All right. So that's the thing. You're kind of drafting. You got 3 running backs in your first 5. He's your flex right now, right?
He is.
He better be. He better be, right?
That's right. Yeah, sure.
So that's why, like Team 9, same thing. He took 3 running backs. The 3rd one, he's like, the value's too good. That's my flex.
Yeah.
Kind of. I get it too. And again, we were just talking about Loveland. That's your flex. If that's your 2nd one, it's better to have a good flex player than bench player, right? So.
Sure. No, absolutely.
All right. So I mentioned this, Billy. I just want to throw it out there. I mean, we track our signups religiously, and we have meetings every Monday, and I was shocked. But the online championship is 800 signups ahead of where it was last year at this time. And
Wow.
we have 6 extra days because the season starts later, right? Now, again, the
Yeah.
Footballguys Online Championship, we're getting a lot of exposure from a lot of different people. The live streams are taking off. We've run 47 more drafts at this point this year than we did last year for the online championship. So I know
Great.
it's been fantastic. And I just want to thank everybody who's doing all the live streams and putting out the information. The Footballguys has got great tools and stuff like that, but let's keep it going. Let's just keep this thing going. But so far, it's been a fun start to the season.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's been great. I enjoy doing it every day. I mean, I'm every day being a teacher, having the summer off, I got a lot extra time to look at the signups, and, sometimes I got to refrain myself from jumping in when I really want to. Cause I'm like, I got a job coming up here soon that takes a lot, and a family, like Rick mentioned, that's true too.
Yeah.
And a grandson now. So I got all kinds of stuff going on. So I need to,
Congrats.
Thank you.
I have no grandchildren myself.
16 months. Yeah, he's
Nice.
great. He's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
A lot of fun.
Well, we do have this new multi-league FAAB tool that hopefully will save everybody a little extra time in doing your FAABs. Certainly in the online championship, if you got 24 teams or 30 teams, I mean, you can set one bid list and that'll go to every one of your teams and tell you if any of those guys are available. So anybody that's less than 100% owned, just add them to your claim list, your first claim list, and just put it on every one of your teams and it'll tell you exactly who's available on each one. So
yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna play around with that next week. Actually, I was put that on my list to do.
No, I mean, Nelson reached out and we talked to the IT together, and we thought we had the best FAAB, but if we don't have a global bid list, then we don't have the best FAAB. So it made sense to build it. We got it put together in a week. We tested it all out, and it's ready to go. So yeah, if you got multiple teams in any format, try out the FAAB. It's available for you right now under transactions. It's called multi-league FAAB. There goes Burrow going to team 3. That's our first stack, if you will, the Burrow Chase.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that successful in the past. Then quarterbacks went way too high for a couple of years, and now they're back down. So, Billy, are you a stack guy, and do you think that it pays off? Hey, you won the $200,000 in this one. It has to pay off, right?
I did. It was a stack that was like a late stack, though. I got chased that year. I wanted Tyler Warren bad there. I was really hoping he was going to drop. I didn't think he would. But when you think he's going to go at like the beginning of, and he just keeps falling, you're like, oh, I got a chance. But really wanted that pick there. But okay, yes, I mean, I'll stack when if it's there. I never reach for a stack. Right. I just don't do that. Yeah. I don't believe in doing that. I just think it's because I think what it does is it just hurts your team more than help it. Yep. So. But yes, if it falls to you, like I know, my good friend Willie Miles, he won it in 2023 and he didn't have any stacks. I mean, he had McCaffrey and Purdy, I guess.
That's what he said. He had a late one with Purdy that stacked up with.
But he didn't have one. And I had Chase and Burrow in that last week. I think they scored 102 points combined.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is what you need. You need both to pop off. So
yeah. All right. So definitely the Sharks are all over Quentin Johnson. What are we seeing in the Chargers offense? I mean, obviously the 2 tackles should be healthy. The offensive line should be healthier. Herbert's a good quarterback. Mike McDaniel's there, should be more pass oriented, but you still have Harbaugh there. Hampton's moving up. Johnson's moving up. What are we seeing with that offense?
I mean, it's great offense. Like, a lot of parts. I mean, Quentin Johnson the last 2 years had 8 touchdowns each year. I mean, there's no reason this year he couldn't get 10 double digits. He's big, he's talented. It's just a matter of how much they're going to throw. That team, like when Harbaugh took it over, it was like, hey, we're going to run the ball. But now with Herbert and you got Mike, he's very very creative on the offensive side of the ball, and it's going to be interesting. So I think he's worth a shot. It's a good offense to be invested in. So, why not?
Yep, absolutely. All right. Now we can increase the grand prize to $400,000. Legally, we have to keep it at the announced prize. We can't touch that. So now No, we'd love a sellout. Let's just say it right now. We'd love a sellout with the $300,000 grand prize. A lot of green tonight. Well, there's a lot of yellow tonight as well, I think. Lots of yellow tonight. All right, Steve, send you the link. Which link is that one you want? Maybe it's the FAAB tool one. I can do that for sure. Pete, we don't have a video tutorial yet because our marketing guy is coaching in the AAU baseball tournament in San Diego, but next week we will have one. We definitely want to show you how to do it. We can do it in 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I know we can. So yes, look for a tutorial on the new multi-league FAAB tool next week. All right. All right. Let's take a look, see what do we got. Tyler Warren, like you said, Quentin Johnson. Yeah, I like that offense too. I mean, I think it could be one of the highest scoring offenses if all goes right. Michael Wilson going there. Jonathan Brooks is an interesting pick in round 6. And Chris Godwin, he kind of fell today to Nelson going at the end of the 6th round here. Interesting. We talk a lot about hero running back, and I like Team 2's build. You get the number 1 running back or number 2 running back, if you will, or whatever. Even if it's Cook, you can do a hero running back where you go wide receiver or tight end for the next 4 picks. Your RB2 is the least of your worries at that point. I like that build there. Bucky Irving, if he can bounce back from the injuries that he had last year, could be a great RB2. Billy, you know, you had a chance there with Cook, could have been a hero running back build, but do you do that a lot when you get, like you said, you haven't been at the front of the drafts lately, but if you get up there, is a hero running back build something that you do?
I do. In fact, I'm in a slow draft right now from the 2, and I have something similar to that, except I don't have Bowers. I have it's Bijan, 3 receivers, and Tyler Warren, and then 4 receivers. So I went running back, receiver, tight end, receiver. So yes, that's exactly what I did. It makes sense. And the way the draft flows, like that 3-4 turn is 100% like where you want. That 3-4 turn is definitely where you want to. There's a lot of receivers there. So it's very easy to do at the very beginning too. You know you're going to get some decent players.
Yep.
All right. What am I going to do here?
Our 3rd quarterback goes off the board with Caleb Williams. Him and Rome Odunze is a stack there, I guess. Yep. Mm-hmm. 3 quarterbacks and 76 picks. And we're a 6 points per passing touchdown game, which kind of shows you how things are falling with the quarterbacks this year. It doesn't matter if you gave 8 points per passing touchdown. I think quarterbacks are going to slide because they're all kind of the same outside of maybe Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take this guy because I have him as my number 2.
Yeah.
And I always say, like, for me, quarterback, I always take a quarterback when there's nothing else that I have to have at that point. So I think, to get an advantage there is the smart play. So why not?
And Theo took him at the end of round 6 today and said the same thing. I was surprised he fell that far. It's the talent. And then as quarterbacks kept dropping, he said, maybe I made a mistake by taking him so early. But you're not going to argue if he's averaging, 20-some points a game, right?
Hey, do what you did last year, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
I think he had 460 points or something.
Right.
Hey, I'll take that. Give me 460 points in the 7th round.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, stack could be 3 or more, but like Billy said, he had Burrow and Chase. They went off for 102 points. So a two-person stack can get the job done for sure. If you got Higgins and Chase and Burrow, that's a 3-person stack. I think the 3rd person could certainly easily be a tight end, right? It could be, a running back. But now I think of Burrow and Chase, that adds up. If you get guys like that, that's a stack in my book. So, all right. Hey, Matthew Golden going in the 7th round. I like to see it. Been seeing him much later than that. I think it's going to be interesting. Packers are going to be interesting this year. I really think so. So, all right. Lamar Jackson goes to team 4 as QB5.
Yeah, I think Lamar. I'm starting to see Caleb go more as like the 2nd or 3rd quarterback off the board, which I don't agree with that. I mean, I think he's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think May and Jackson and Burrow, of course, are a little more proven. Burrow, if he stays healthy, is, sky's the limit, because we've seen that.
It's the Manning cover jinx for Caleb this year. It's coming. I only say that because I'm a Packers fan. So I don't want the Bears to do well.
Very well could be. Very well could be.
All right, Team 1 takes 2 running backs to start off, lays off until round 8, take his third one there. Again, interesting build. We're starting to see a couple of teams grab a third running back right now. Billy's got 3 already. But yeah, everybody's got at least 2 running backs here, even though we saw a whole lot of yellow early on. Yeah, Steve, hey, you don't have the live stream. What did I do with the live stream link here? See if I can find it. Hang on, Steve. I'll see what I can find here. Billy, you can keep talking here, Paul. Let me see. Send. If Steve wants to jump on, here we go. Let me see if I can do it right here. Come join us, Steve. We'd love to talk to you. Hang on if I can put it on here. Oh, I can't right now. All right. I can't do it. I took my mouse thing out. Never mind. All right, Jonathan Taylor, 2.7 is an embarrassment. That's not an embarrassment. People went for wide receivers early on, but it's later than normal, no doubt about it, right?
It's definitely later. It's
Yeah.
definitely later.
I'll get you on, Steve. Don't worry. Yeah, the Taylor fall, no doubt about it. I mean, Team 5's not arguing, that's for sure, right? St. Brown, Taylor, gotta like that for a start. But again, a couple guys moved up, right? Igbuka a little bit higher, Pickens a little higher. Maybe, this just it doesn't take much to get another guy up there. So,
Right.
and sometimes he goes 10th, right?
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna make you happy here, Greg.
Or are we going with another Packer? Yeah, there you go. I like that. He says he's going to be ready week 1.
If he's ready week 1, we saw what he did last year, and he's got the capability, especially with them consolidating the offense a little more.
Yep.
He could be very good this year.
I was at the game he got hurt against Carolina. Don't wear those stupid 1933 uniforms ever again. They were ugly. They played like crap in them, and then Kraft got hurt. I mean, it was just a depressing. Yeah, the weather was bad too. It was windy and cloudy. No, Kraft was a beast. He's a beast. I mean, the way these guys can come back from ACLs these days is insane.
They can't. Those uniforms can't be worse than the Pittsburgh Bumblebee ones, though. Those are
no. Tommy Yates used to wear them all the time. Tommy Yates looked beautiful in that Bumblebee outfit. No, those are the worst, no doubt about it. But only Tommy Yates could look good in them. But yeah. I mean, I get it going back with these throwback uniforms. Some of them are kind of cool to look. Some of them, if you look at it like the Bumblebee, you go, "We're really going to bring that out? Really?" Yeah. Same with these ones the Packers had. They've had some good throwbacks, but this last one was terrible. Yeah. Oh, well. All right. Are you happy? You missed on Warren 2 rounds earlier, but you got Johnson, and then you got Kraft. Did it work out for you?
It's okay. I mean, I'd feel better with Warren and then take a receiver. Let's put it this way. If I would have got Warren, I probably would have taken a receiver where I took May. So I wouldn't have got May. And then, so I'm okay with it. If Quentin Johnston's decent, if he's a top 25, well, maybe that's asking for top 30 receiver, I think I'll be okay. Yeah.
I think you're going to be okay. I like it all. I like Kraft. The Packers offense is going to be more centralized, like you said. 3 wide receivers, a tight end. I don't think they're going to run 6 wide receivers out there again this year. I think LaFleur has been pressured to throw the ball a little bit more, let Love cook a little bit more. Whenever they've had to be in passing situations, he cooks. In the playoffs, he was fantastic against the Bears. He really was. How he lost that game is beyond me. So let him cook this year. I really think so. And we didn't even talk about Jacobs. Where do you go? Round 5, middle of round 5. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Green Bay and I have no idea what's going on. I mean, they have not released anything from the police report other than they're still investigating. So Jacobs will be a real interesting one this year.
Yeah, I've gotten him a few times in round 5. There's nothing wrong with that pick as long as he plays, of course. We don't want to get blindsided in a couple of weeks by something, but he's he's Josh Jacobs. I mean, truthfully, if Team 10 would have taken Kyron, I would have taken Jacobs there. So.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't think the NFL is going to suspend him because they don't have any more information than anybody else has. So I think this investigation goes through. There's a lot of people who are saying, listen, if anything happens, it may happen next year. I mean, but again, this happened like in April, and there has been no new news. So I don't know. I hope to see him in week 1. I wish that hadn't happened. Like I said, where he lives, it's about 1,300 people there. Nothing ever happens in Hobart. It's just outside of Green Bay, just outside of the airport there. It's crazy. It's crazy, but
that just seems to be the way of the NFL now, though. They just kind of push. They always just push back. They just push back these things till the following year, and they want to deal with it then. So, and that's fine.
Well, they got to have all the information before they can start suspending guys. So,
right.
All right. Let's see, what is Kevin says, ADP shakeups tonight? Absolutely. That's why every draft is so different, isn't it? Always draft different.
And I knew this one would be like, I had a feeling this one would be like this, just with the people in this. Everybody's kind of going for, going for their players and everything.
Yeah, I love it. Speaking of going for your players, we were talking about the Silver Bullet. Everybody, if you haven't checked it out, it is the only single entry national championship in the industry, $50,000 grand prize. You get one team. Everyone only gets one team. No co-manager even, just one team. And you got a chance for $50,000. Entry fees $1,200, called the NFFC Silver Bullet. 23 leagues, 276 unique owners, no co-managers. Check out the NFFC Silver Bullet on play. NFFC.com. Throw this one back up for a little bit. You don't need to see me and Billy anymore.
No. I am gonna make a stack here.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna take Romeo Dubs. I do like him a lot this year. I think he's not getting a lot of press from anything, obviously, because of AJ Brown there, and I get that. But I think he's a very good number 2. He's gonna be a very good number 2 there. And again, he's not gonna be in my starting lineup. I mean, I do get the free look with him, which is nice.
Nice.
And Kyron. So I guess I'll play whoever does the best out of those two. But I just like that. I like that.
Listen, he's a really good receiver. He's got good hands. He had concussions. He had a couple of concussions, had to wear the safety helmet and everything, but he's a fantastic receiver. I mean, we're going to miss him an awful lot, but they just couldn't pay all those guys that had 4th year, were on the 5th year contracts, right? So, they all came in together. They paid Watson and let Dobbs go. And Matthew Golden is just going to have to take his spot and put up similar, if not better, numbers. So, I like the pick too. Yeah, we've got 2 free look games. And in case people don't know, I mean, we can't stop drafts on Tuesday before week 1. So we got to have drafts on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning yet. So it's free looks on the Wednesday and Thursday game. I didn't think the NFL would do a Wednesday game. Did you?
I did not. Well, it actually did. It crossed my mind for a second when they were, we knew they were going to Australia.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I thought, well, they'll just do it Friday. But then there's the whole thing with Friday with the.
They can't do it.
So So, I mean, I have a feeling this is what we're going to see going forward. I mean, it's fine.
So.
It's fine. It's just one day earlier is all. So yeah.
No, I didn't think they'd do Wednesday either. I really didn't. But now there's no question. The Friday, they got such good ratings, and they sold that game to Peacock or whoever the heck it was, Paramount. So you knew they wanted to have 2 games before the Sunday games. I just didn't think it was going to be Wednesday, Thursday. So we got free looks. FAAB, just so if anybody's listening and hasn't heard, we definitely are going to have the first FAAB is Tuesday night, September 8th, because we got to have it. We can't have you watching the game and then rush to your computer to change 100 different FAAB bids. So we'll do that. We'll talk about this in the season. Should we do the Tuesday night FAAB week 12 before the Thanksgiving Eve game? That one threw me off too. I didn't expect to see a Thanksgiving Eve game. So if the players want us to change that to Tuesday night, I think we'll talk about that as well. Billy, what do you think? Should we do that as well?
I think so, just because it just keeps it uniform where you get to, get your players before the game.
Right.
That's what I would go with. But if you don't, I mean, I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, it's just a matter of communicating it enough and making sure everybody knows, hey,
If you
it's
get it out
Tuesday
there,
this week. So
right? If you
yeah,
get it out there soon enough, even like soon, you announce
yeah,
it in the live drafts in Vegas and New York.
yeah,
You put it out there in the emails every
yeah,
week. Just keep throwing it in your weekly that you send, or you send more than weekly, whatever.
yep,
I think people will figure it out pretty quick.
yep, definitely. All right, we need a Billy Waz auction live stream. Have you been doing some online auctions, Billy?
I have actually Paul Spateri and I
Ah,
have talked about doing that with Chris
yeah,
Caro, and then Joe Carlton and I also I think are
nice,
going to do one. Now that's
good.
going to be tricky. Doing one of those live
Yeah,
stream is good. It's not like this where I can sit back and go, I'm not.
yeah, no,
You got
you're in
to
on every player.
you're in on every player. I mean,
Yep,
the
yep,
biggest issue with the live auctions, if anybody's out there, they are the best. There's nothing better. But the biggest thing with them is you can't drink too much beforehand, whether it's water, coffee, or alcohol, because you can't get up and go pee. I mean, you just
no,
can't do it.
not
So,
unless you spend a lot of your money early on. Then you can take a break, but then you miss what they went for and stuff. So
right,
absolutely.
right.
All right, we're starting to see some quarterbacks here. Let's just see if we have any. We got a Brian Thomas, Trevor Lawrence hook up there for Team 1.
And I
We
knew
got
Team 5 was definitely going to, with the St. Brown
yep.
and Laporta, you knew they were going Goff there.
See, that's a cheap stack right there, right? Goff
It
is
is.
absolutely, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes an awful lot of sense.
I 100% agree.
Yep, Goff, St. Brown, that's a good one there. Let's see, Team 6, Justin Herbert, newly married. Congratulations, Justin. Let's see, we got Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels for Team 7, so we got one there as well. And then we got Billy.
Yeah, I am surprised this guy is here still, because I literally was considering him my last pick, and he's the forgotten guy, but he's very just,
Yep.
he's
Yep.
the solid guy on that team. He's most Thomas is everybody wants the first, what he did 2 years ago, and of course Parker Washington was great last year.
Yep.
But Myers is good. I mean, he's a guy you can definitely throw in your lineup for a week, and you get your 5 for 70 and a touchdown.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
And it's good offense. I mean, they should be good this year. All right, Dave, any news on the watch party? So at this point right now, we have a watch party at the Circa on Wednesday night and Thursday night. All right. So we're looking at a shuttle or some Uber codes or something. It's very tough to host the watch party at Caesars like we had at Park MGM. I'm looking at some suites maybe, because we have people who have to stay at Caesars to do the kickoff gridiron after the game. We got the diamond draft position slots that we're pulling at Caesars. So, yeah, I mean, I know not everyone can go from Caesars to Circa, but we've got a big party planned over at Circa. So we got food and drink. If you can make it there from Caesars, we'd appreciate it. But I'm going to look into things as I get out to Las Vegas. So nothing right now, but I'll see what I can do. The sports book is huge there. We can certainly gather around there. I just can't do it the way I had it at Park MGM, unfortunately. So stay tuned. Still looking into it, but we're really working on the party at Caesars right now. Yeah, Caesars on. We don't have anything on Thursday at 4 p.m. Wednesday, we're going to do that live. 350 live is at 4 o'clock. We're going to try to start that one a little early so you guys can get done by the game. At that point, again, maybe we'll find a suite. I've got a suite there. Maybe we could all watch the game up there or something real quickly after that, if that makes sense. So hang tight. We'll get something going out there. But we definitely have Circa on Wednesday and Thursday. All right. Did we see Debo? There goes Debo. I was just wondering where he went. Round 10, team 9 goes to Debo. Billy,
dribbling on the turn.
Dribbling on the turn. Yeah. So interesting. What are your thoughts with Debo now going there? Can he resurrect his career? Is he in shape for crying out loud?
Well, that's what I would. He was never like a you look at him, he's kind of always built. He's a little more compact.
Right.
If he's been sitting around and, eating and stuff, he might have a few pounds.
He looked more than compact in Washington last year, don't you think?
He did. I just, there's a lot of people that are talking. He might, with him back there, at least he has familiarity with the offense. But
Yeah.
at the same time, who knows what's going to happen? We still have a lot of guys like Diggs and other guys out there. Diggs is the wild card. Like, everybody thought, he's going to Washington, he's going to Baltimore. What if he ended up going to San Francisco? That would be probably a nightmare, but I doubt they're going to sign him now with Debo.
Yeah, not now, I don't think. Yeah, it's real interesting. He's the last unsigned, or not the last, but the top unsigned free agent right now. All right, Team 11, we got ourselves a stack there with Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey. Like that can be considered a stack, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah, the way McCaffrey catches the ball.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
All right, Hurts, no hookup there, no stack with him. Josh Allen, still nothing there. All right.
This is going to be I'm going to do this anyway because I just don't think he should be on the board here. And I know I'm taking two guys, but I'll figure it out. Kittle.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But I mean, you're talking, he's the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Is that 14? Did I count that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 14th tight end. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
In an offense where, now there's probably no Ricky Pearsall. Yep. So, I'll figure it out.
Hey, it gives you flexibility at the flex.
Well, he does, and I just need one of these guys to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Kraft or Kittle. If one of them's healthy, they'll be great, in my opinion.
All right.
So,
what happens if both of them aren't ready for week 1?
I'll figure that out later. That's part of the plan for later, so we'll see.
Well, for San Francisco right away because they got the early game. Here's the weird part about the NFL. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep going on this, but why is the Australia game on Thursday and why is the Seattle and New England game on Wednesday?
Well, I think I agree with you, Greg, because that's the first thought. My first thought on this.
They're the defending champs.
Well, Seattle is. So that's why they're first. That's my logic. That's why they get to go first. But I know what you're saying because the long trip and everything else. So
yeah. No, I would think they should have stayed on the Thursday game. That's what everyone remembers, Thursday night football. That's where the defending champs are. So I was kind of surprised at that. All right, we are going to watch maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. As a lot of people know, I have an early bedtime, so I can't stay up and do the whole thing. But basically what I do is I just try to show you the roster builds and the player pool that's going here and stuff. Well, here we got. And so, I like to do 11 and 12 rounds. Once we get to the defenses, kickers, and some of the backups, you can watch other live streams that go all the way through. But, it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. So we'll go like another round here. We got to see where a kicker and defense goes yet. We haven't seen it yet. So I can't go until then. Cheg's getting some love, isn't he, this year?
He is. And I think it's deserved. I think he's talented. I think the biggest thing is, again, I think if Diggs goes there, it really that does a number on him for sure.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. So
I hope Diggs does go there. That would be a good landing spot for him.
Yeah.
I got him in the auction.
I flipped over to a different tab and I look up and I'm on the board already.
You're on the board already.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get rid of me. They knew I was only going to last 1 more round, so they're like, "Let's quickly hurry so Greg go to bed."
Well, this is a pathetic handcuff, but just in case, I will take Tyler Algier.
That is pathetic. That's being conservative.
That's probably disqualifies me right off the bat.
No, it doesn't disqualify you, but it's pretty conservative. So, all right. So he hasn't gone yet with the Pearsall injury. What is your thoughts on where you would take him?
Pearsall? I mean, I don't mind saying it. I'm thinking like round 16, 17-ish. Yeah. If somebody wants to take a shot at him, go ahead. I think he's going to be one of these guys that you're not going to be able to hold on to because I don't think the timeline is going to be real good. And it'll be like, oh, he might be back by November. And you know how it goes. You have bye weeks, then you have injuries with other players. And you need players to shuffle in, and you just can't hang on to them. So I think that's what's going to end up happening.
All right, there goes Aaron Jones. So we haven't seen a kicker or a defense yet. Sometimes they go on rounds 11 and 12, don't they? Right? So let's see if anyone pulls the trigger on this.
I think I know where one of them. I think I know where somebody's going here, but we'll see.
All right. What do you think goes first, the kicker or the defense?
I think the defense does.
Yeah, the defense has been going before the kicker, which has kind of surprised me, I thought. But, man, that's a good defense, so we'll see what happens. All right, 12 straight rounds. We didn't get a kicker or a defense, but Charbonnet is an interesting one. Be interested to see when he can come back from his injury. Where did Jadarian? Oh, the same team's got Jadarian Price. All right, team 11. That's a little handcuff. See, you started the handcuffs now, damn it.
Yeah, it's not,
but
like I said.
Charbonnet and Price makes a lot of sense. Same with Algier and Love, I guess, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, all right, there it is. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because there is another defense. Yeah.
Sure, I get it. I mean, they got Myles Garrett. There's rumors of Aaron Donald coming back. Yeah. They upgraded the secondary. So I understand it. I totally get it.
Yep. All right, Rick. Yeah, Maryland. Absolutely. Thanks, Greg and Billy. We appreciate it. Again, these are always a lot of fun. We'll see what happens to Diggs, but appreciate everybody joining us tonight for sure. A lot of comments, a lot of fun. Hey, there we go. There goes the Cowboys kicker. See, now I can sign off. We got the Cowboys kicker. But again, come play at playnffc.com. We got all kinds of contests going on, but the online championship is on fire. Playnffc.com, 12 teams, 20 rounds, $350 entry fee, third round reversal. Every pick you can win from with third round reversal. Billy, I appreciate it. I know you've done a lot of live streams. You've been a great ambassador for the NFFC. You're a Hall of Famer. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the way tonight. Enjoy New York. Talk a little bit about New York City and that Greenwich Street Tavern before we leave.
Oh, it's fantastic. Let me grab my pick here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Baker. I like week 1. Mays at Seattle. That could get, it may not be his best game. Baker's playing the Bengals. Perfect. I got Ibuka, maybe in the playoffs. They have better matchups. Be crazy, but, we'll see.
I like it.
Yeah, GST, Chris Vaquero's bar is fantastic. He does a great job there. It's just a great venue to have the NFFC at. It was so much fun last year. So many guys. There were so many people there. There were a lot of people that weren't even drafting. They were just coming in to watch people draft. And it's not the biggest bar in the world. It held us for sure, but like at one point in the evening, it was pretty packed, which is awesome.
Tell Chris we need a bouncer there. You can't have freeloaders coming in there. Come on.
No, it was great. It really was great, Greg, and it was great to see. I mean, that's a lot of those guys. I don't see them any other time of the year. We talk here and there, but just to see everybody. And I'm not going to be going to Vegas this year. I thought about it. My wife's birthday, her 60th, is on Saturday. That's 12th, and she's all in favor. She's a saint. She's wonderful. She's like, go ahead, go, and I'm like, I'm not going to do this. But my plans are to come next year, not 2027.
Nope. So. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But no, New York City is something else, and we're packing in 10 drafts and auctions in one day. Friday, September 4th at Greenwich Street Tavern. It's going to be a blast. The camaraderie in the NFFC is off the charts. It's like a family reunion. New York City. Las Vegas is the same way. Baseball this year was the best camaraderie we ever had at the Rio. It really was fantastic. And I know it's going to be good this year for football. So come to New York City if you can. There's not many spots left. I think we only got 1 or 2 spots left in an auction or in a prime time. And it's going to be a lot of fun, though. So, all right, I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining us as well. We'll talk to you later. All right?
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. To get in the game, go to playnfc.com.